And the Glasgow Celtic will be there. Good to see you all, guys. Multi-screens are fired up. We've got Celtic, we've got Hearts Falkirk. It could all maybe happen tonight. It couldn't really all happen tonight for us. But it could all be way better than what we hope. We want a minimum. We keep it in our own hands going into the last game. The boys are coming out the tunnel. A wee bit of a tifo from the away end. Don't know if we're going to see it on the Sky coverage, but good to see you all on the digital terrace with me. Fist bumps on arrival. Smash the like button. Get all the luck that we can fired in through the interwebs today. Motherwell's kit's quite cool, by the way. This is a cool kit. And I don't like teams at home not wearing their home kit. Doesn't look like a Motherwell kit. It looks like a Scotland kit or something. Really nice, but if it wasn't a Scottish team, I would maybe buy it. Quite like buying kits and stuff. Sky Sports have got Kutrumbus as centre-back, which is a bit different from how we previewed the game earlier, where I imagined it would be Sparrow filling in at centre-back. But if that is the case, this is like 3 right-backs in defence, because O'Donnell's a right-back, Kutrumbus is a right-back, and then Sparrow stays at right-back. If that's the way it goes, that will be interesting. That will be interesting. They've displayed Taneki on the left, Yang on the right. So we might see that be the way it shakes out as well. But good to see you all here. I've got a wee bit of Clyde. I had Clyde one on my ears, but I've just kind of knocked it off here. Oh, I've not quite got Hearts. I'm trying to get everything. I'm trying to keep this on in my ears until I get the second screen fired up. But I'm not sure I'll be able to handle 3, 3 things to keep across. Especially when the radio goes to adverts, like it does on YouTube. It can be difficult, yeah, like kind of deer in the headlight stuff. But I'm excited. My nerves are dissipating. Some of your guys' nerves started to build up in the thing made to the game. The camera work here is terrible. Can't even put the... Oh, I suppose it's on Daizen, isn't it? But can't even put the huddle centre frame. Wired to the moon on coffee and galaxy bars, but my anxiety is all natural. Love that, Mr. C. Love that. And yeah, I'm trying my best to get the branch from the tree that's on fire to actually work here for the Hearts game on second screen, but it's not working. Okay. If not, we'll have the radio to keep ahead. We're at kickoff. Okay, some yous will be ahead of me. That's just the way it works when I'm talking through the internet and you're listening to me and I'm watching something through the internet. So I'll give you the timestamp. There's still no actual clock on screen. This is like watching one of those games. There we go. Right, okay, so, wow. No, that was wrong. It said like 3 minutes and it's went away now. Very high tempo match so far. Ball's just bouncing, getting flicked up, brought down, bouncing, flicked up, brought down. AJ's on the ball in the right back kind of zone here. AJ kind of scoops it forward, but I think that must be O'Donnell peeled out. Motherwell try and play it cutely across the midfield. Engels just steps across his man, wins the ball. He's kind of fouled. Ref gives advantage, and he has to pull that back now. Yeah, no advantage gained. Beaton had no choice there but to give us that one right in front of him in a blatant trip. Oh, yeah, the foul was on Tuneki, who took the ball from Engels after Engels won it. Fadinger get back and won the ball well, but by then the advantage was taken away. The score's at 0-0. I'll time these in, right? So if you're watching this live and loud with me, we're at 1 minute 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Celtic take the free kick quickly. We move it to the right-hand side. We've got Trusty on the ball after AJ and Nagren moved it there. Trusty goes from he to Scales across the halfway line. Scales goes up into Taneki in this type of zone. He's got a man shadow on him. He's pushed back to Scales out in this left back kind of zone. Ball goes back to the keeper. Keeper goes to Trusty. Trusty goes back to the keeper again once more in and around here now. Maswanidi sees the kind of lead press here. Scales gallops into this type of zone. Finds Taneki on the inside channel. Taneki goes back to the keeper from there. Engels is rotated around into this place. He's now coming into the middle now that McGregor drops in. Trusty carries the ball out of the press here and finds Yang touching the line here. AJ's on the inside run. That Longello keeps him well contested. The ball turns over. Elijah Just's now on the break. He's got Nagren chasing him. Nagren manages to slow him down and face him up. Trusty joins in. Too much of a shield for Justin. He goes back the way. the ball's in and around this area with. I suppose it will be Elliot Watt. He goes to number 2, which I think is O'Donnell, actually. It might be Katrumbis. He goes all the way out to number 7. Is that Elijah Just again? Jesus, he's over here now. Just picked up the ball, dribbled a guy, played Fadinger on the 1-2. Fadinger's in the box, scales, steps across him, and gets just about enough on that. And then he tries to win the ball back, Fadinger, but in doing so, actually gives away a Celtic throw-in deep in the corner here. Yeah, I don't think I can listen to that at the same time. So I'm going to have flash scores on my phone. And we'll just watch for the scores actually popping. So Celtic clear the ball. Katrumbis on the halfway line, scoops it across to Longello. And then he scoops it up to Maswanidi, but Trusty gets a wee head on it. Sinisalo collects it in the box. Just so far, we're on both wings in the first 3 minutes of the game to good effect. Tough guy. Fadinger's pressing quite a lot. Slattery and Watt as well. Really tough. We can't really break through that middle third. Motherwell have won it back with, I think that's Just. Wow. He plays a give and go. A 1-2 with... Oh, no, that's not Just. That's Sparrow, I think, number 7. I think I got Sparrow and Just a wee bit muddled up there. They look quite similar on screen. Just didn't teleport. I did think that was quite incredible. But yeah, between Katrumbis and O'Donnell, like they're all like playing right back, kind of. They're coming down this right-hand side with a distribution. Motherwell have got a corner. They play it short to number 20, scoops into the back post. And I think that's Trusty, gets a nice header on it to scoop it out into the back corner here. AJ and Longello are faced up. Yang comes to help out. Longello plays it around the corner. Nagren picks the guy's pocket and then buys us a foul in this position here. Good work from Ben Nagren. So that is a cool Motherwell kit. I don't get why they're wearing it, but they were offside anyway, Motherwell, for that good play they just had. Have a wee look at the player ratings. I'll try and grab the numbers. Yeah, Watt's at 20. Just is 21. 7 is Sparrow. 2 and 22. That's been a wee bit complicated to keep up with those two. That's fine. Taneki's down the left, turns his guy inside out, gets to the box, turns him inside out again, chips one up to the back post. So we've had too high and no one's there. It goes all the way to the other end of the box, and AJ is the one that picks it up, finds McGregor on the cutback. McGregor under pressure, wins a free kick. Motherwell think that's a bit soft. Elliot Watt's not happy with it, although it was number 8 that gave away the foul. Slattery. Yeah, difficult moment there for Motherwell. Celtic came out with another corner, another free kick, by the way, in a very dangerous area, but around this kind of spot here with a free kick. Engels is stepping over it. This looks like a outswingy cross type thing. He's going to try and hook it in, like so. We've got everyone on the edge of the box. Tierney, Scales, and Trusty making a little trifecta. We've got 5 Motherwell players to contend with. Nagren's got 2 Motherwell players eyeing him up. Longello and Maeda man for man. And then there's a kind of wall, not wall thing that Yang's interfering with. McGregor's not far either. Basically got everyone in this frame. And Engels actually kind of shoots here. Kind of aims in the near post. And it goes out for a goal kick. I'll timestamp he's in a second once we see the replay. It's either it's a shot and he's trying to be clever, or it's a terrible cross. We're at 6 minutes and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 seconds. Big ball up from Motherwell down the left-hand side. Tierney wins the header. Engels flicks it on, but it doesn't get completed. Motherwell have got possession side, Slattery, and I guess that will be Sparrow. All do well to retain possession. They went back to Elliot Watt, who, under the pressure of Daizen Maeda, drops the shoulder, sells him one, plays back to Ward. Ward scoops big left out to Longello. Yang contests the ball in the air with him. Motherwell want a free kick. It's play on. AJ and Yang, I think that is link up. AJ bursting down the right-hand side. AJ into the box. Oh, what a ball across the face of goal. I think that's Engels. He's just a little bit behind it. I think it was Yang or McGregor that released AJ there. We spoke about it in the preview. They're getting in behind Longello. And that right-hand side was going to be a big source of focus for us. And already a huge chance in the 7th minute coming from it. Good defending. Engels, yeah, just a wee bit behind the ball for that cross that came in, and Maeda was blocked from getting there, ultimately. They try and play out from the back, and they kind of have done. They've moved the ball from left to right. They get on the halfway line. Said tries to play inside, but Scales intercepts. Scales steps into a really nice position and plays a really nice ball to no one. Elliot Watt picks it up, and now this is going to be really frantic to keep on top of, but Motherwell play a pass into the goalkeeper. Motherwell's goalkeeper scoops it into this area for Elijah Just. He's knocked it on for Slattery, number 8, yeah, who's running on. Maswanidi, Said, all and Longello, all up in attack here. The shot from the edge of the box is blocked by Engels. The ball goes edge of the box. They move it over to the right-hand side. Sparrow is on the edge of the box now here with Elijah Just. They're trying to cross it in. It's kind of going nowhere. AJ walks onto it and just John Smiths it up the line. Daizen Maeda is the highest player for Celtic, but very deep there. And although he can press that long ball, that escape from AJ, it goes back to the keeper and it goes back to our defender. And even Daizen's walking just to wait for him to move the ball because he's by himself and there's like 5 of them. Again, I don't know why we need to have everyone so deep. Could have left Daizen a bit higher there, and then that clearance from AJ could have been quite dangerous, actually. Seen a bit of Nagren kind of floating onto this area of the pitch. I think there is a real focus down this right-hand side. Get behind the left back, and then the 3 guys that are not centre-backs. We're playing the ball out from the back. We've went from Scales to Sinisalo to Trusty. Maswanidi, Slattery, Said, and Just kind of look like this. And this kind of 4 kind of bucket, if you like, against our bucket. Ball kind of bounces around. It's went back to the Motherwell goalkeeper who plays it into number 12, Fadinger. Fadinger's got Celtic players around him. He manages just about to find Sparrow in the space. Sparrow from right-hand side plays a dangerous ball. Trusty takes 2 touches, plays Sinisalo, takes the sting out of it altogether. Sinisalo goes to AJ. Where is he? AJ goes Trusty. Yeah, these 4 Motherwell players are still in this same sort of press spot. It's more like this, actually. But they're deeper. They're waiting for Celtic to get to this type of area. They want the space in behind Celtic, clearly. They're waiting for us to bring up to this area to match them, and then that's when they engage. Now we're moving the ball in front of them. Said and Maswanidi running, trigger pressing to run. Closes down. AJ in space, plays it right between the lines. Daizen drops into the pocket, receives it in this area. Plays it to Engels. Engels finds Scales. Scales finds Tierney. Tierney back to Engels. And Engels in this area, long, clippy diag over everyone. Can Yang get on the end of that into the corner flag? He does. Yang brings it under control. He's one-on-one with Longello. Plays behind him to AJ. AJ, first time pass back to Yang. Yang flicks it on the overlap. And Elijah Just slide tackles that out for a corner. Very good play down the right-hand side from Yang and Alistair Johnson there. Again, we are really taking the space from behind Motherwell here. Really all about the right-hand side. It's not been a great start. No, it's not been a bad one either. It's a well-contested match. 1-0 Hibs. 1-0 Hibs. Is that right? It is 1-0 Hibs. That is amazing. Come on, Hibs. James Tavernier is wishing you luck tonight. Penalty Celtic. Trusty's just been wrestled to the ground. That must be, oh, Trusty knows firsthand. That's a red card, isn't it? Trusty knows. Let's see the replay. Here's this. Yeah, Trust. By the way, that's a red card. He just tackled him. If any of you ever used to, I'm exaggerating here, right? But if you ever used to watch wrestling back in the day, that was like a spear. Obviously, no, it wasn't really a spear, but he like ran and grabbed him, and Trusty's here for the villain arc now after that karate chop incident. Tierney swings the corner in finally. Trusty goes up for it, bounces to Scales, his feet, comes back to Trusty. It's well contested in the box there. Scales is half appealing for something. Beaton gives Motherwell a free kick because why not? Games on SPFL. SPFL YouTube. It's no worse than what Trusty did at all. No worse than what Trusty did. SPFL's not live now, so I don't think that's what you meant. Motherwell play out from the goalkeeper. They're in with the, I say the left back, but it's not Longello, so it's probably O'Donnell or Katrumbis. It's Katrumbis. He's in the left centre back position, it looks like. He plays, oh, hi. Maswanidi rolls Trusty, but Scales comes across. Maybe a wee last man tackle in there and plays it back to Sinisalo. Maswanidi looking lively. Sinisalo goes back to Trusty. Right out in this place here. AJ on the line. Nagren inside of him, by the way. Goes long up the line. Nagren's been very much on the right-hand side, and McGregor Engels have been kind of like this. It's a kind of lopsided triangle. Engels has been happy to be in this area of the pitch when the ball's over here. But this is the way we kind of look most of the time. Yang's been on the touchline and AJ's been inside, but when we're deeper, it's the reverse of that. We've got the ball in this type of zone with McGregor. McGregor's in here, plays it into Scales. Scales crosses over into this zone, zips it right into Tierney. Tuneki flips it round the corner for Tierney. Tierney's got two guys showing him up, and Tuneki links up with him to keep the play going. Engels had rolled into this type of spot, but we go back to Scales. It goes back to Trusty and tries to find Yang, and Nagren was then out here. AJ on the throw. Yes, this is how we're kind of shaping out in terms of the attack. Scales goes Tierney. Tierney goes right inside to kind of nobody. Into this area here. Motherwell get it and scoop it long over the top. Maswanidi has got in behind. Scales is taking him for a run. Scales! Scaldini tackle there, by the way. Win the ball first. Defend first. Take no prisoners. Look at that from Scales. That's a Celtic number 5. Oh, SPFL category on the... Good shout. On the branch made of fire. Or the branch from the burning tree. The branch from the burning tree, that's what we'll call it. Where is it, man? SPFL category. Premier League. SPFL. Yeah, let's see if that works. Tried the Hearts TV one. Motherwell player thinks he's on the edge. Scales is on animal mode. He's looking at yeah. Classic old school challenge. A belter, by the way. Absolute belter. I'll timestamp he's in. We're at 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. For any who's watching live and loud with us. No one's really sustaining possession here. Watt tries to be too cheeky there, by the way. AJ is not going to let him away with that for next time. Katumbas switches the ball from left to right. Sparrow brings it down. And Motherwell, see, for all their square pegs and round holes in their defence, you wouldn't really know it too much. They're still playing their same pass and move stuff. Slattery's moved out into this kind of wide area. They're pulling Celtic around. Nice interception from Tierney. Plays it into Daizen. Flicks around the corner. It's a strong tackle from Fadinger, but all ball goes into O'Donnell's feet. O'Donnell switches it to Katumbas, and Katumbas really carries it out here into the left back zone. Really out. Longello's really high. If we win the ball back, this is exactly what we were playing for. With Nagren focused down that side of the pitch. They switch it from this zone all the way out to here for Sparrow. Sparrow cuts it back for Slattery. Slattery cuts inside to Fadinger. Fadinger drives through 3 Celtic players into the box, leaves it for Saeed. Saeed plays it to the penalty spot, but it's blocked, comes to the edge of the box for Slattery, and he turns it over the crossbar. Celtic goal kick. High tempo play there from Motherwell. Well in runners, filling zones. Knowing their zones as well is a big part. By the way, Yang, what an interception there, by the way, to get in front of Elijah Just and prevent the shot. Huge defensive contribution from Youngster. That's a Motherwell throw. Motherwell have a throw down in this area here. Longello and Just a few 1-2s. They've got 4 Celtic players around them. They play out of danger. Elliot Watt scoops into the box. Celtic head it clear to the halfway line. And O'Donnell and Fadinger are on the ball. Maeda on the press arrives. Motherwell have got 4 players in support, and O'Donnell scoops a big ball onto Trusty's head. Nagren gets up for the header, goes back to Trusty, and Maswanidi. It's kind of clumsy there, but not really Trusty's fault. McGregor cleans it up for him and finds Engels. Engels plays blindly into the right back area, but nobody's there. Longello's got a free pass. He's driven into the box. He's got 2 guys in front of him. Crosses to nobody. Engels puts the foot out to clear it out of the box. Elliot Watt collects it and scoops it across. Yang now looks very much like a second forward with Daizen when we're off possession here. Oh, they've played in behind us here. Sparrow got in behind Tierney in the right wing area, crosses it into the box. Maswanidi and Trusty got up for the head. Oh no, it's clear to the edge of the box. It's not a great shot, but Elliot Watt hits it and it finds the back of the net. Pretty poor from Sinisalo. First goal to Motherwell, 17 minutes in. It's been a topsy-turvy game. It's definitely been end-to-end, you can say. I don't think we've played bad. We've not given Motherwell any problems in the middle of the pitch. Again, it sounds like a bit of a same old from us. But they're rotating. They've got quite a high tempo in the match, and we are playing against them more than we are playing this match. Looking at the replay here, Tierney's caught really narrow, and then that overlap from the right back is an acres of space. Trusty does well to clear. Elliot Watt meets that. It's very poor from Sinisalo. Very poor. It's kind of like, it does look like a Schmeichel type dive. It's like, oh, it's a bit of a, is that a deflection off a Trusty? It's yeah, I did say it was a bit of a tame shot, a bit of a poor shot. I was quite confused why it beat him, but yeah, there's a bit of a last minute kind of flicky deflection thing from Trusty or McGregor. I think maybe both of them potentially. But 1-0 Motherwell. The first goal doesn't bother me personally. I said that coming into the game. Sinisalo error led to goal on that one. Should have saved that one. It looks like statistically captured as such. And yeah, it doesn't really bother me too much because we need to wake up a bit. Anyway, we've done well so far, but Engels there playing a few things a bit too blind. He's playing on tempo more than awareness. And yeah, sorry, we skipped it out to the left there. Tierney knocked it on the head for Tuneke to run onto there, but Stephen O'Donnell manages to watch it go out there for a goal kick. Trusty should be stronger in the air there. Yeah. It all comes from Engels' missed pass a minute before. Yeah, it does. They try and play out from the back. Scales presses the midfielder, by the way. Scales is up at it, by the way. Just dropped a guy an elbow, I think. He's going to get booked for that. But Scales is right up and amongst it. Taking no prisoners today. Scaldini. He's over to say sorry to the boy and pick him up. He said, the boy's like, he elbowed me in the ear. Let's see it again. Scales is taking no... Oh, Scales is taking no prisoners tonight. Don't for as much in it. It does make contact. He is a big lad. You know, the height thing is a thing as well. But yeah, 19 minutes. And that's the sort of fire we're going to need to get back into this. It's still 0-0 between Falkirk and Hearts. And I wonder if that's the way... So as it stands now, it still goes to the last day of the season. We are 2 points behind Hearts. Oh, sorry, I just realised I've still got that other screen on. Apologies. This is just crazy, isn't it? This might be the chain of events here. Ibrahim Said's down the right wing. Callum McGregor goes over to close him down and win the ball. Ibrahim Said just about wriggles into space there to find Sparrow. Sparrow comes back into this type of zone. And by the way, I might as well just move everyone back here because this is the way Celtic are playing now. Is in our own half. And Motherwell are doing a really good job of, like, all these guys are rotating around and really being hard to track and keep on top of. Yeah. Trusty goes out to Nagren out in this right kind of back area almost. Alistair Johnson's much further forward. Nagren has to find Scales and Sinisalo so we can try and get out of the defensive area here. So we're really struggling to play through them now. Yeah, man-for-man press onto Scales there. Scales tries to go long. Engels is the highest guy on the pitch. Heads it back into the mid. McGregor wins it, goes back to Scales. Everyone's kind of in this kind of mid zone now. We're out into the right back area with Alistair Johnson. Alistair Johnson to Scales. Scales a wee bit slow here. Chris Sutton saying it to Trusty. Yep. Middle of the pitch is congested. We want to play in the wide areas, but as soon as we lose it in the wide areas, the middle of the pitch is gaping. They've got bodies going through it, and it goes out for a throw, and it's quite scrappy out in the touchline there between Yang, Longello, Alistair Johnson, and Elijah Just. And even when the midfielders mix it up, Watt and Fadinger against Nagren, Engels, and McGregor and Slattery, you know, they've all been a real handful. Again, it's a really icky match. Really sticky, icky. There's no panic here for me. Yet. Motherwell are kind of playing it across our halfway line. We are pinned in our own half. Elliot Watt spins it out to the left-hand side for Longello, who's basically the left winger. Elijah Just on the inside channel. Has got Yang tracking him in. It's well contested. It still comes out to the edge of the box. Longello from around here gets a cross shot blocked by Alistair Johnson. We've got our whole team in our defensive third, so they're able to pick it up again. And Katrumbis and Watt have got time to pick the cross. It's an ambitious cross. It doesn't get anywhere near completed for Sparrow, the right back, to get on the end of. Motherwell, very busy, very hard to contain. And Celtic really struggling to get any sort of handle on the match. It's been well contested. I don't think they've been like all over us or they've been running us over. But they've got to the final third. We haven't. The goal, exclude the goal, because it's not really the best chance of the game even. I'm not even sure there's been a great chance in the match so far. It's on the right-hand side here. AJ, Yang, and Engels kind of contested with Motherwell. Beaton gives a Motherwell free kick because why not? Motherwell take it quick. They play out from the back very securely. Actually, Engels on the press here with Maeda and co. They're playing big distances very successfully. 1-2 touch passes. They move it into Ibrahim Said in the right wing. He loses out to Taneke. Taneke plays it blindly again into space and nobody's there. Motherwell have it. We've got a press going. Yang, Daizen, and Nagren on the back line here. But with Fadinger and Watt taking the pressure off it, the press is broken. You know, it's not working. Maeda's a one-man guy. Stephen Elliott moves into the right back area. Plays Slattery everywhere, by the way. So is this boy Sparrow down the right-hand side now. Comes inside to Slattery. Slattery into Ibrahim Said, edge of the box. Plays the overlap for Sparrow. Sparrow crosses it into the box. And Sinisalo gives away a corner there. I don't think that is a corner, but it is a corner. Like, they're giving us the space that you would want to play in behind. Sparrow and Longello are bouncing all the time. Motherwell taking their corner to the edge of the box. Play a 1-2. Back to Sparrow. Sparrow and Just have got a 2v2 out in this area here. They go out to the edge of the box. And now it's back with Watt. Elliot Watt down the line here for Sparrow. Sparrow drops it back for Just. Just dribbles to Neki. Plays inside to Said. Scale steps in to stop the ball. Bounces out of here. Yang keeps the pressure on. Fadinger and Watt manage to find Longello at the centre-back spot at the halfway line. Long ball over everyone to Ibrahim Said. Sinisalo intercepts it, and Sinisalo scoops it big and long into a channel for nobody. And it goes out here for a throw-in. We're too deep. Look where, again, you see the replay here. Oh, that's for, yeah, Maeda should be ready to roll there. Let's look where Sparrow is. You know, at these fullback spaces, we should be exploiting that way better. In the first 5 minutes, we had a nice chance or two that came from it, and we've just not got anywhere near it. Taneki's got away from a bit of a crowd here. Oh, Taneki's got around 3 guys. He finds Ben Nagren. Nagren and Taneki down the left. Nagren for Taneki. Taneki with a terrible cross there. Awkward height, too powerful, aimed at no one. Goes through the box and out for a throw in there. We did have a 3v2 in the box in Motherwell's favour, and he's tried to scoop it into Yang there, but he's played it behind him, and it's a bad cross. Bad cross on Taneki's left foot. He's maybe been forced to practice that a bit this week because he does love to cut in on that right. But bad finish there. That was a great chance to level the scoring. A big chance, I would even say. Motherwell were up their end of the pitch, and Sparrow's crossed it in for Maswanidi, who does get contact on the header, but it kind of loops up into the air, and Sinisalo catches it. Yeah, Motherwell, very clever how they play and how they rotate. Hard to handle, hard to contain. And when you lose the ball, it's battle stations every time. Scales and Trusty are kind of walking it up into this type of zone here. Engels is out in this type of zone right now. The coverage is kind of breaking and going. Sorry. I know Sky Sports put this on quite last minute. Alistair Johnson's on the ball in the right back area. Engels has moved up here. Yang is there. Nagren is here. We've went passing it around the back. Scales has got it now. And Scales plays it between the lines beautifully for Tierney, by the way, but it doesn't quite get found. Sparrow intercepts. They play out from the back. They beat a 5-man Celtic press, and Longello is galloping out the left-hand side, exiting himself over the halfway line. Plays into Maswanidi. Maswanidi plays it around the corner for him, and AJ gets in there just before him. Plays it to Sinisalo. Sinisalo to McGregor. McGregor to Scales. It sounds like we're can, but we have a lot of pressure on us here. 4v4. Scales finds Tierney. Tierney gets to the halfway line and crosses the ball from left to right for Youngster. Youngster brings it down. He's got tons of space, but a man on him. and he puts his foot on the ball, takes a breath. Everyone's back into shape. Momentum lost. Back to AJ. AJ to McGregor. McGregor loses out there to Maswanidi. Slattery trying to play around his midfield. Again, they kind of lose possession. Taneki second to the ball, wins the free kick. Ibrahim Said surely gets booked for that. Alistair Johnson get booked for the same thing in the derby. Wins the ball, but takes the man. Studs were up. It's a yellow card, isn't it? Yeah, it was a wee bit of a brain fart moment there, wasn't it? Free kick's taken. We're in on the right-hand side here. Yang dribbles inside of the pitch. He's getting Nagren facing him. Plays Nagren into feet. Nagren turns into a bit of space. Finds AJ in the right-back area. Just plays it back to Nagren. Nagren plays into Engels for a 1-2, a give and go. But Engels is fouled and kind of like does that thing where they kind of grab the ball, and Beaton gives a free kick against Engels for it. Because, of course, he does. Don't be surprised. And we've got a good press on this free kick, but they scoop it out of a really tight, confined area. We had like 3 guys in front of the ball. The ball looks like it went out there, by the way. People are claiming for it. Motherwell continue to play on. Sparrow back to O'Donnell, back to the keeper, into Katrumbis, and we're pressing in a very dangerous area here with 4 Celtic players led by Nagren. Motherwell scoop it out at the right-back area into Ibrahim Said. It's up for a header. Just brings it down. Plays it into Slattery. Slattery has Sparrow now on the overlap. And Celtic, we've got Taneki, Scales, and Tierney in this little trifecta shutting it down. 8 Slattery gets on the ball in this type of area and switches it to Longello. Longello and Fadinger have got a lot of space on the left here, play it between themselves. And Longello's now in this area here. A lot of space to attack. It goes back to Katrumbis. Katrumbis, Longello. Longello, Fadinger, I suppose, yeah. Looks like a Celtic throw. Yeah, Celtic throw in this area here. Some of these Motherwell fans don't look that happy. Call me crazy, but some of them might be kind of half Celtic fans. 1-0 to Hearts, some of you are saying. Nothing's over till it's over, everyone. Scales to Tierney in the halfway line here. Tierney back to Scales. Scales to McGregor in this type of area. McGregor goes Trusty, of course he does. Alistair Johnson is in this kind of defensive mid position. Yang is on the line. Now that Yang's went in there, Johnson's basically kind of went up front. Nagren's available. Engels is available. Passing's pretty terrible. McGregor's actually now the deepest player in the team to collect that loose pass. Plays it to Trusty. We're way out here. The press from Motherwell is ever present and almost impossible for us to get around, by the way. We try and play around it, but it's a loose ball. The Motherwell defence just takes it off. Daizen played through the lines really quickly, and it's good that we've got good defenders and in numbers. There's just it's just been shut down basically. Trusty collects the ball, gives it to McGregor. McGregor to Scales. Here, tell me, stop me if you've heard this one before. Scales to Tierney. Tierney to Taneki. Taneki turns inside, dribbles by a guy, plays Nagren. Nagren has Engels powering in front of him. Nagren's got 3 guys kind of magnetised around him, plays it back to Taneki in this type of spot. Taneki finds AJ all the way over here. AJ out to Yang. Yang's dribbling with Longello on the edge of the box. Yang, lovely wee flick around the corner for AJ. AJ sells the dummy, buys himself some space, left-footed pass to the edge of the box for Engels with the most feeble shot. It couldn't have been a shot, must have been a pass you've ever seen. It's been cleared to the halfway line. Trusty's picked it up. Trusty to Scales. Scales to Tierney. Tierney is right out here with it, nowhere to go forward. Goes a long distance back to Scales, and Slattery is in his face. Trusty is way out here, and that's where Sinisalo goes next. Alistair Johnson's back over here with Callum McGregor. McGregor gets on the ball and switches it long to Engels, who's over here. Kind of lost out on the headers and stuff. It's back with the goalkeeper, the Motherwell keeper, that is. He goes up the pitch to Slattery. Slattery back to Sparrow. Taneki challenges. It kind of half wins it. O'Donnell scoops it into this area here. And AJ jumps up good to win the header. Knocks it forward, but we're second to it. And we just can't press Motherwell. Like, they are unpressable for us. Claims for handball there. Trusty wins the ball off Maswanidi. Puts in the grip. We're just getting away with it here. A wee bit too limp from Nagren and Trusty. There's a little combo. Could have made something happen there. Motherwell have got the ball down the right into Slattery, who's got Ibrahim Saeed on the overlap on the right-hand side. It's the two of them versus Tierney and McGregor. They go inside, but nobody's there. Engels intercepts, plays AJ. AJ plays Nagren. Nagren's here, plays it out to Engels. Engels scoops it all the way out here to Yang. Oh, Yang's got two guys around him. The ball's in the air. They lose. He loses possession, and Yang's went down like holding his face or something. That Longello's like punched him in the mouth, or not like punched him, you know, but like flailing arms or something, you know. Yeah, it's accidental. Nothing in that. Oh, but yeah, we want to play everything in the wide areas, but they outnumber us in the wide areas so well. This is like Pep Guardiola stuff, really. What's happening here? Like the way he's got them playing. Yang's nose is busted. Journeyman team, no creative play. We need to take control of the game. We're chasing shadows. I would agree with that. Motherwell play the ball long after the drop ball for Yang's bloody nose. Maeda wins a bit of a header. It's bouncing about. Motherwell, again, have got three bodies around the ball, make that four. Retain possession from it. Taneki wins the ball, gives away a Motherwell throw. But we get a throw from it. That's nice. First kind of 50-50 thing that's still for us. Tierney throws it in quick to Scales. You can probably imagine where the ball is right now. Scales and McGregor exchange a few passes. Yep, a few passes. McGregor goes Trusty. AJ all the way out here. Yeah, all the way out here, receives the ball. Drives down the right line while Elijah Just surely should be taking him to school. Back heels it nicely to Youngster. Youngster goes on the drive. He's got three guys magnetized to him, but they affect the ball. And Sinisalo is going to collect it in the sweeper keeper role here. Plays it into Scales. It's a bit more like this now. Scales galloping out really into the left back area. Lovely ball in between the lines for Taneki. Taneki plays into Daizen. Oh! And Daizen has just ran into this space here off a little flick on from Taneki from the ball that came from Scales. And the ball just trickles by that post. Good run, left-footed finish. And yeah, it's just a little bit just wrong trajectory. Sent that on. Hearts are playing out from the back. We are pressing them. We've got four guys in the picture here. Daizen, Yang, Nagren, and Engels. It's almost like we've kind of matched them up on the 2-2-2 stuff, but and we're going 4-for-4 press here. It's back with our goalkeeper. Nagren presses him. It goes out to the right back area. Sparrow. Looks like he gave a foul before he gave a foul. Like, he turned around straight away and started saying no. That was weird. First time we kind of catch them in an awkward spot. But yeah, this is like Pep Guardiola level tactics here from Motherwell. Obviously not, it's the same sort of players, but if you watch Man City, another on tonight, but like the way these fullbacks are playing, the way they rotate the front four is super high level. O'Donnell scoops a big one diagonally to Maswanidi. Maswanisi's got a lot of space to bring it down, but Yang's the closest one to him. Yang wins the ball. Longello gets involved, wins the ball back from Motherwell, and between Longello and Watt, they've got four Celtic players around them, but they managed to play out of pressure back to the keeper. Daizen is on the keeper. Keeper sells him the dummy, and then goes back on the reverse out to the left-hand side here. Elijah Just, I think that is, brings it down on the left. Just puts his foot on the ball and lets Celtic retreat back around him, take up positions. The ball comes into one of the centre-backs and scoops it all the way out to the right-hand side for Sparrow. Sparrow into the penalty spot, and Trusty clears it. Down to this type of area here. Fadinger heads it forward, back into Sparrow. Sparrow's got Fadinger in behind him here, and they're running back to the halfway line into O'Donnell. And again, this is a team full of fullbacks at the back here. We should be giving them more problems. Yeah, Celtic are just playing through the back here. McGregor looks like a third centre back. I'm just going to put the ratings on the screen for a second. McGregor to Scales. Again, Motherwell are quite happy to have their half now. It's 10 minutes to half time, essentially. Motherwell have spent a lot of energy here. This is where we could like get back into the game. Because Motherwell's game plan is taxing. It is high energy. We've not really burnt much yet in this half. We're down the right-hand side. Yang 1-on-1 with Longello after Alistair Johnson's played them in and done the overlap. Yang gets kind of into the box, but it's a wee bit too on the tip of his toes, and Motherwell managed to clear it for a throw-in. As it stands now, us losing, Hearts winning, the league is going to Tynecastle. Nagren goes to Yang. Yang back to Nagren, edge of the box. Yang goes to, Nagren goes to play between the lines, but it's just too congested, goes nowhere. Maswanidi breaks, gets away from McGregor with ease, gets away from Trusty with not much more difficulty there before Trusty comes across and wins the ball and plays it back to Sinisalo. McGregor's on the ball now, plays it into Scales. Scales to Tierney. Stop me if you've heard this one before. And we're in this kind of zone again. It's like this now. McGregor's on the ball, goes Trusty. AJ's here, Yang's here. Nagren receives the ball from Yang. He's got two guys around him. Can't go forward, goes behind him to Trusty. Trusty is like inside their half. Nagren's had to rotate a bit deeper to try and touch the ball and stuff. He kind of is dancing with McGregor for position here. The ball goes down the left-hand side now. Tierney and Taneki get into the box. Oh, not quite. It comes off of Taneki's toe, and Stephen O'Donnell sweeps it out in this kind of area here for a throw-in to Celtic. Dangerous part of the pitch. Let's get back into it, boys. Tierney with a throw. Back down the line here for Scales. Scales back to the halfway line for Sinisalo. Sinisalo back out for Scales in the left-back area. And Scales back to Sinisalo. Back here now. Sinisalo goes Trusty. Trusty goes AJ. AJ goes to play in the middle of the pitch. Daizen had dropped into the pocket, but nobody receives it. But a Motherwell player. Fadinger, that'll be Fadinger plays Elijah Just, and Just is taking Nagren for a run in the right mid area. The full back four and the midfield two are in the front of the box, and they try and get into the box and shoot, but McGregor wins the tackle along with Yang, plays it to Engels, and Engels has played the overlap and run of Taneki. Taneki's drived up the pitch, crossed the halfway line. Motherwell very quickly have five in defence. Taneki turns, Yang is an attacking midfield coming through the middle. Oh, it gets absolutely cleaned out. The ball comes to Daizen, and he finishes it. Doesn't wait, plays to the whistle, and hits the back of the net. The exact same chance he had a minute ago, but the left-footed shot hits the back of the net. A bit more of a toe on it, that one, than a curved shot. But Yang got absolutely wiped out there, by the way. No assist for him. It'll be an assist for the Motherwell player who took all of the took all the ball as well, it must be said. But that is 1-1. Celtic are back in this. And who else but Daizen Maeda to get us back in front here. Great play from Taneki. Yang and Taneki on the same side of the pitch, essentially. And then when Yang drives inside, he doesn't know what to do. No one's making his mind up for him. But that sliding tackle from the recovering Slattery just puts it on a plate for Daizen. Nobody in the Motherwell defence can react quick enough to it. And as soon as Daizen gets in touching distance of the ball, he's shooting. He puts power on it, and he finds the back of the net. And it's 1-1 to the hoops. 41 or 1-1, not to the hoops. 41 minutes. Told you guys, man, this is far from over. Far from over. Bit of energy into the team. Nagren is now looking a bit faster all of a sudden. Motherwell are playing it out from the back from kickoff. Ball goes long. Scales heads it back into them. Sparrow's got Taneki up his Jaxie. And Sparrow and Slattery lose out to Tierney. Tierney plays it into Nagren. Nagren's got two up his Jaxie. Nagren plays it back to Tierney on the left flank. Tierney crosses into the box. There's maybe a wee handball shout there, but we're not going to get it, obviously. Motherwell then clear it long. One-on-one, Maswanidi and Trusty. Trusty wins the header. Saeed and McGregor kind of jostle for it in the middle of the pitch, and it's a free kick to Motherwell because of why not. And McGregor's trash talking with Elijah Just, even though it had nothing to do with him. It's something to do with Fadinger. So Elijah Just must have said something smarmy. Celtic fans are on screen looking defiant and singing ferociously in attendance. Longello in the left back area now on the ball after that Motherwell free kick, because why not give Motherwell a free kick, really? It'd been a couple of minutes, hadn't it? Slattery is much more like a right mid at times. Like their kind of shape is a wee bit more midfield free, because he's coming right back. That Slattery. Sparrow's got a lot of license to go forward. Again, I can't give them enough praise. Again, it's given me deja vu, sadly, from the time they played very well against us. We're playing out from the back, 42nd minute and 30 seconds, 31, 32, 33, 34. It's down the left-hand side. Tierney plays Tuneki on the overlap. Tuneki's got all the way to the byline here, one-on-one, cuts back inside, edge of the box for Engels. Engels drops out to Tierney. Tierney back to Scales. Scales to McGregor. McGregor to Trusty. Trusty to McGregor. McGregor to Nagren. Nagren to Trusty. Trusty to AJ. AJ inside to Yang. Yang inside to Nagren. Nagren turns. Travels. Tries to get a bit of a shot. Is blocked. Comes back to Scales in the halfway line. Scales and McGregor can exchange a few passes. Go to Trusty as well here. And now we've got AJ back on the right wing. Yang on the right wing as well. Yang played in. AJ on the overlap and run. Oh, that was Engels, sorry. It did the overlap and run. AJ was already a lot higher on the pitch. But yeah, we move across this kind of line here. Scales zips it into the left flank area for Tierney. Tierney goes back to Scales. Couldn't really move forward. Scales goes into McGregor in this type of area here. And McGregor goes Trusty. Trusty zips it out to the right-hand side here for Yang. Yang very wide. AJ inside the box. Or on the edge of the box with the defence here, I should say. Let's try and fix this up a wee bit. But yeah, we've went back across the halfway line now, and Scales out to Tierney. And Tierney's kind of fouled there. Ref's going to let play go on. Scales has got the ball, finds Tierney again. And Tierney clumsily just about gets it to Tuneki. Tuneki's got 4 guys around him, gets it out that crowd into Scales. Scales has got acres of space and McGregor, who he finds. McGregor goes Trusty. Trusty now gallops over the halfway line. He plays it back to McGregor. McGregor, big lofty scoop for Daizen Maeda, by the way. Keeper comes out, takes him out, edge of the box. Arnie Engels with the chip, and it comes off the crossbar. And the Motherwell player, Katrumbis, is able to kind of walk it out. Arnie Engels cannot believe the sitter he's missed. Daizen Maeda taken out of the equation by the goalkeeper there. Maybe a shout for reckless play or something like that. Let's see. I doubt it, by the way, but let's just see. Goalkeeper doesn't look too worse off. He might be coming off, by the way. And Engels with an open net missed. Big long ball. That's a tough one, by the way. If that was against Celtic, I would. Engels was reading headlines there when that ball bounced back to him. Empty net, keeper on the deck, and it's just get it on target. And it's just he just lifts it too much with the inside of his foot on the volley. He does just come out and clean him. Martin O'Neill's quite incessant about it. I don't know how I feel about it. Goalkeepers are quite protected. He did get all the ball, but it is reckless endangerment, I suppose. Is that part of the thing? Motherwell play out anyway from whatever that was, their free kick or something, into the centre-back. Maeda's pissed off now. He is pressing everyone like a madman. His hair is on fire. He goes back to the keeper. The keeper goes all the way out to the left-back area for Longello. Struggles to keep under control, but Elijah just bails him out, and he switches it from left to right to Said. Tierney wins the header into the middle of the pitch, but Motherwell are able to collect it. But it's 2v2. It's man for man everywhere. Dyson's just off the press a little bit. Tuneki's a wee bit upset with that, but quickly remembers who he's talking to and chills out. Engels presses with Tuneki. Motherwell play around it. Scales inside, challenging for possession. Sparrow gets involved and Tierney as well, but they're still wrestling. They've still got the ball. Motherwell gets by Scales. And that's half-time. Weird time to call half-time, by the way. What a crazy first half, by the way. The way things stand now, Hearts are winning the league, yeah? Well, the way things stand right now, it goes to goal difference if we beat Hearts on the last day. Goalie should have been red carded. I don't know if that's a red, is it? I don't know. I don't know. We've not really had many of these goalkeeper on outfielder incidents in the Scottish League so that we could be super well versed on the rules like we are for everything else. But that was a action-packed first half, very end-to-end, quite basketball-esque. Rangers is 1-1 now as well, by the way. Very end-to-end, very breathless. That's an actual joke. Do you think so? It's very, yeah. It's very reckless. It is. He wipes them out. But yeah, I see. It's not really an instant that's came up too often to really know exactly what they're meant to do or what the protocol they're meant to follow on it. That's the only thing that's stopping me giving an actual opinion on it, because it depends on the rules. Like, what can you expect? Surely it should have gone to VAR. I don't. Engels should score there, big time. Engels should score there. That performance is very poor. I think I don't know if we've been poor, but Motherwell play at such a high tempo. It's hard to get up to that. Like, honestly, like, don't underestimate the level of play that they're doing here. Celtic will be in the changing room at halftime there with their heads spinning. Like, how is this guy getting free? And and they'll all be talking to each other. And hopefully, we come out the second half a bit better for it, because as we've seen firsthand ourselves here, like, those fullbacks, Sparrow and Longello, are mad high. Just what Maswanidi inside. Another, like, they're always committing like mad numbers forward, Motherwell. And we just insist on defending with the whole team. We can't leave Nagren higher up on the pitch. We can't leave Daizen higher up on the pitch. We bow to the pressure. We bow to the system of, okay, you want to attack us with this many players? Well, we'll defend against you with our whole team, rather than, we'll do what we were going to do anyway, defend with like 9, 10, whatever it is you want to do. But you need to have exits. You need to have guys that will get you up the pitch. And with Motherwell, most of their exits are the switches. Longello will be up here in tons of space, and they'll be messing around down here with the ball, making us chase shadows and pressing the ball and running it around. And see, as soon as they get out into a bit of space, the first thing they'll do is go pop, bang, put it over there where all the space is, and where, they've got players in support, and they're very clever. They're very clever. I don't think we're particularly playing bad, but they're a hard team to keep up with. Very hard. Now, it's not an excuse, because we should, it's not exactly a revelation. It's not a pure surprise. This is how Motherwell have been when they've been on it. But yeah, we are a man down with Nagren. I don't know. I think Nagren's had to he's been coming really deep to get on the ball, because we're not connecting into the final third. We've really struggled to get into the final third with the way they're crowding players out. We're then pulling Nagren into weird places. Engels has been fine, but he's kind of playing on vibes more than awareness, as I said in watching that half first time around. I don't really think it's much of a negative to Celtic. I think it's just massive positives on Motherwell, but we need to get a grip of it at half time. I've not won the past few times. Once Motherwell have scored first. Engels has been a man down. Yeah, gave the ball away, missed an open net. Taneke and Yang playing absolutely scared. I don't know about that as well, by the way. Wellness playing out their skin while we're in nervous mode. Yeah, Coffee, that's a good summary, I would say. Taneke's done all right to take a guy on a dribble once or twice, but I wouldn't say he's looked amazing or comfortable on the ball, particularly. And Yang's been popping up in different areas as well. Always happy to take his man on, but kind of isolated, not really got support around him. Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a hesitation there, but I really think we just don't have enough to hit, and they just go forward again. That's kind of the mantra, isn't it? The amount of space and time in the half they get gives me the fear. Yeah, they're very good at just playing in here and switching. They know the script. And the Gren's won the ball back for us. I've seen it. Won a free kick in the first couple of minutes, won the ball back. It's been involved in some of the scraps. Again, I just think some of the stuff's going to be a wee bit harsh. Yeah, Yang's had a few miscontrols. Some finished by Maeda in the end. Celtic have to move the ball forward quicker. Yes, you're very right there. Mamish Raja. Bring Forrest and AOC on. Did I just see someone say, here, enjoying this? Go away. Taneke's shot was more like a clearance. Yeah, that was not a good one at all, was it? Nagren needs hooked. I think the energy Nagren is like drained, isn't it? You are just keeping him on the pitch for those final third moments. And this is the same thing I've seen about Nagren a while ago when he was like not the flavour of the month, but he's a final third player. He's dropping into these spaces here to get on the ball. We want him in the final. We want him in the final third. We need to do better at keeping him higher up the pitch. Again, I was looking at the replay for the goal, and not the goal, the missed chance. And Nagren, just down to his starting position because of where he is for build up, he's not one of the first guys into the box. He's actually like the second or third. I think Nagren needs released a bit more. I think in the first half we probably went to McGregor a lot more than what we did in the derby. What did McGregor get in the derby? Like 45 passes or something? He's already on 37. And we're seeing the goal again. Nice take from Maeda. And again, if you look at that goal, like Nagren is just deep. It's far too deep. Yeah, we're not gonna. We don't get that as a penalty. I don't think. I think if Daizen jumps for the ball, it's a different thing. But see, because he is like waiting for the ball to drop, he's not actually contesting the goalkeeper in the air. Then I think that's just what makes it a bit of a non-event almost. I think so. Still, like again, the rules around fouls with goalkeepers on outfielders, I just don't really know where they're at these days. That's why I'm struggling to say something either way. I don't think that's a yeah. Like I'm not like yeah. I'll take 1-1 considering how this game has gone so far. Well, if it stays like this and we're playing for goal difference on the last day of the season, I thought Hearts were going to probably beat Falkirk 4-0 tonight. That was my kind of just gut feeling. They're 2-0 to the good to now. And if that's the case, the goal difference is a 5 deficit that sits at the now. So you need to beat Hearts 3-0, 4-1, that kind of thing. So this is not a good scenario. We don't want goal difference because Hearts are 2 to the good to now. And they're probably going to keep their clean sheet tonight, Hearts. And I dare say second half, they might get a goal or two. So we need to win the second half. We need to. There is some similarities to the derby game here. Obviously, they're going behind, equalising before half-time. Will there be another inspired half-time substitution, you ask? I don't know, by the way. I do not know. If Nagren isn't between the posts when our wingers have it in the attacking third, he brings very little. Probably a good way of summarising it, Andrew Crines. I'm with you there. Despite all their silky football, Motherwell have created F all. Cube root of F, all apart from Watt's decent deflected shot. That's, shots on goal. Scales is swept up well. Tierney swept up well. We've defended well, but they've gotten to the final third in numbers, and we've had to defend well. So I agree. You have a good point there that they've actually not really produced much. And if they didn't get that fluky goal, and it is a fluky goal, there's nothing bitter about that, then yeah, we're talking about a very even match, aren't we? Really, Taneki can't press. Yeah, I just think the front line, I think I put it down to Motherwell more than I put it down to any of our players. I think it's a very similar team system and shape to what's been good about us in recent weeks. But Motherwell have just got a very good knack of having 4 guys everywhere. Somehow. They rotate well. They take up different positions well. And I say they've just got this really good knack of, like, it just feels like everywhere we go, there is more of them than there is us. Makes it hard to play. When we're bringing the ball out, like, again, look at this. Most of the guys are really hard to find. So then Nagren's going into this area to get on the ball. And then by the time, I don't know, something else happens, AJ's up here, Yang's out here, whatever. As soon as you start to set something up, play a pass into somewhere for something to happen, you lose the ball, they're just breaking. That's what they want. Or they just switch it. The Sparrows on the overlap and pressing wide. And they just go down the other side. And, they've been really clever at that, Motherwell, really clever. Those exits from fullbacks, Sparrow and Longello. Surely, I don't know if you want to shut it down at source is what we're trying to do. And it's a hard thing to do, is press the guys that are going to get the ball, that are going to switch it. Whereas I think we just need to have a wee bit more of Longello and Sparrow cannot receive the ball when we don't have possession. You know, like for the wide players, they are the exit cheat. Just stick on them. Would I make a change at halftime? I would be tempted to take off Nagren just for the energy that we need in the middle of the pitch here. But if we can keep Nagren high, even maybe bring Iheanacho on for Tuneki, move Daizen to the left. Tell Nagren you need to stay up, big man. Push it like that. Something like that. Iheanacho for Tuneki. Again, who knows how many minutes Iheanacho has in him. If Forrest come on at halftime, I would find that a wee bit deflating because I just don't think he's going to solve the problem that we have with Tuneki here, where I'm not even sure Tuneki really is. Again, I don't really think anyone is doing that bad for us. I just think Motherwell are very hard to play against, and we're struggling with it. I can imagine tweaks at halftime being enough of a remedy, or Martin O'Neill giving that a couple of minutes, 10, 15 before making some changes, but I do think the puzzle's solvable. It depends how Celtic want to approach it, whether it is a case of, you know, either just giving Nagren a bit more license to just be higher up the pitch, because this is a whole thing of the way Motherwell are playing. It's a whole gambit on risk and reward, because they know, Motherwell, that see if they throw those fullbacks forward, they know that Yang is going to go with him, and they know that Tuneki is going to go with him for the most part. And they know then when they lose the ball, that because of how deep we're going to be with everyone else, that we're not going to escape, that we're going to clear the ball and they're going to get it again and get another chance to swing in a second chance. We need to gamble, or not gamble, but we need to call their bluff. Leave somebody higher. Yang, Maeda, both of them. Nagren and Maeda, somebody like that, you know. And yeah, you need to play both sides of the game. I'm not saying you let guys off the hook defensively, but you need to call Motherwell's bluff a bit with this. Right after we went 1-0 down, Scales is up pressing like an attacking mid, taking no prisoners, by the way, knows what's on the line. And there just needs to be a bit more of that gusto. Joe Allen makes a good point about Oxalate probably coming on. But again, I'm not sure we get that energy. And the main, so ultimately, see what we're needing here, amongst all else, is we need the midfield to get in amongst the attack. We're all right with Yang and AJ down this side of the pitch, and I think there's quite an obvious way to get in behind Motherwell with Longello and how that's been working out. Katrumbis being a right back, playing left centre back. This should be something we try and focus in on. But we need players to be in and around Daizen to have. It's not because it's Daizen, but it's the forward. As they retreat and they come back into defend their box, we need more than one person to aim for, more than one person that can get on the end of something. And yeah, Tuneki at the back post isn't great. And maybe Nagren's not going to be far from the picture, but that's it. We are basically attacking with 4 guys max. We need to push that to 5 and to 6 as often as we can. And in the first 5-10 minutes or so, when we did push our right-hand side, their left-hand side, that was the way it looked and the way it went. Engels would be in around, Nagren would be in around, you know, all this would be kind of there and present for us with AJ kind of charging forward. And yeah, I think that's the main change. You need to call Motherwell's bluff a bit and not let these wing backs, you know, when that wing back goes, see if Tuneki just calls his bluff a bit and stands in this pocket. He's got a big decision to make that we don't make him make. We make it easy because Tuneki will just brick it and go, okay. Same with Yang. I'm not targeting Tuneki here. Second half's about to get underway. But if Longello goes forward, and you probably do need to track, right? Sparrow, no disrespect, but Longello looks a bit more threatening. Sparrow's been very good in the game, I hasten to add there. But that's a main change I would think about tactically, is trying to just get Nagren on the back line or allow the winger, one of the wingers, to cheat and call their bluff a bit. And I think you would see quite a strong ripple effect from that. Anyway, with that kickoff, we'll wait for the clock to come on and I'll timestamp he's in. Let's go, guys. No subs at halftime, same as you were. And I did say I couldn't imagine us getting a clean sheet, but it wouldn't be too, it wouldn't be unimaginable if it happened. And at halftime, that's kind of been the story of it. Like, if we did go in at 1-0, like, it wouldn't have been that big of a shock, but you'd be quite glad about it. And you would say it's, you know, Motherwell, again, the Nagren's receiving the ball from Scales here, plays it back to Sinisalo. I'm not confident we've made many tweaks. Daizen again dropped into a few pockets to receive possession in the first half, and it didn't work out well because the whole team just got deep. Now, Motherwell have played it back to the keeper and they've scooped it long. We've still not got the clock on screen yet. Nagren wins the ball, gives it to Engels. Engels plays it around the corner blindly to nobody, gives it to Motherwell, and Motherwell are playing out from the back here. Motherwell Ultras have got the flares out. Motherwell goalkeeper switches it over to the left back. Alistair Johnson and Yang are over him. They press him back to the centre back. He tries to play out of space long, but Trusty wins it and buys Celtic a throw in off of Elijah Just in a very dangerous position. And we're actually shooting a different way here. And this always, I should have did this at half time. Apologies. Sorry, guys. See, I didn't need a substitution at half-time. Quite confident a personnel change could be the remedy. Trusty and Yang are playing out from the back here. AJ back to Trusty. And Motherwell are pressing with Just, Slattery and Longello as the front three, by the way. Maswanidi is now in frame to make it 4. 5 and 6 Motherwell players are now in our defensive third. Nagren is having to take the ball off of Scales in a tight area, plays it into Tierney, and Tierney scoops up to the halfway line where Yang now looks like the centre forward with Daizen, and they go to press the defender. He plays the goalkeeper. Daizen presses the keeper. He goes back to O'Donnell, and O'Donnell long diag from this position here all the way over to here. AJ heads it up. Yang brings it down. AJ receives it on the cutback, and AJ smashes it into McGregor very well. McGregor to Engels, and Engels' ball's a bit soft, gets intercepted. McGregor picks up the loose change, and McGregor goes to Tierney out in this spot here, plays it out to Taneke. Taneke one-on-one with Tierney, plays Tierney. Plays Tierney on the inside, one-on-one with Sparrow, sorry. And Tierney hits the cross off of Ibrahim Saeed and gets the corner for Celtic. The clock is on now, but at 47 minutes and 55 seconds, 56, 57, 58, 59, 48 minutes. Nagren's an empty jersey. There's a lot of Nagren hate tonight. We've got a corner. Scales and Trusty are up for it. We're due a Scales goal. It's been a while. We're due a corner goal. It's been a while. Ball goes in from Engels. Oh, it was one of the front posts there by somebody, AJ, but it wasn't a really good connection. But nice to see somebody winning the ball at the front post for a change. They play out from the left back area here with Longello. He breaks the offside trap for Maswanidi, and Scales wins the ball back with Tierney. They're all asking for an offside, but it's not coming. Trusty goes to AJ. AJ back to Trusty. Trusty to Sinisalo, and it's really weird why we've not got offside there unless they think it was onside. Scales. Out to Tierney. Tierney to Taneke. Under a lot of pressure. Turns around, gets it to Daizen Maeda in our own half, though. Maeda pops it back to McGregor. McGregor's got a lot of movement on the right, plays out to Yang. AJ's underlapped him into this channel here. AJ, edge of the box, crosses it across the face of the box, trying to switch it kind of, but it just goes to Sparrow. He clears it. McGregor and Yang struggle to retain the possession, and Slattery turns and runs around in a circle. And he's just played Elijah Just in behind the right back area. Elijah Just one-on-one with Austin Trusty and the goalkeeper essentially inside the box. And Callum McGregor steps in front of him, blocks the shot corner. Elijah Just bottled that. The foul looked off the ball. Yep, it did. I don't know why they didn't come back for that offside. There's a whole butterfly effect now that's led to this, because that should have been an offside. You know, we're now living in a parallel universe where that offside didn't get given. And we'd have had a free kick reset there. We'd have played it up. But no, the ball was loose and pressing, going back to front. So it's interesting how these things all kind of change. Corner from Motherwell. And from this corner in here. Goes to the back post. AJ headers it out. Fadinger's going to collect it. Puts it back in first time for the second ball. Maswinidi's offside, doesn't touch it, and McGregor clears it. It's only going to go as far as Longello in this position here. Gets round Nagren, the bouncing ball. turns back inside, plays Elijah Just. Elijah Just plays it across to the penalty spot, but it's cut out by Engels and Trusty and Nagren. But they can't quite make a good clearance of it, and Nagren's going to carry the can for that. But he wins the ball back, and then Yang kind of clumsily knocks it out for a throw-in. Again, hard to judge Yang for that, but there we go. Throw-in's taken quick. Justin Longello, I've got Nagren and AJ all over them. AJ, great tackle, gives away a throw-in. Longello throws it in. Slattery with the back heel. Daizen Maeda in the centre-back position, essentially plays it to McGregor, and McGregor hits it long. Tuneki is the highest one up the pitch. He's going to close down O'Donnell. Almost gets a wee Maeda touch on it, by the way, before the keeper finds it. And then he goes back to the same player. The press is broken, and we shape up again. Engels and Nagren are a lot higher. Daizen's up here pressing, and Engels and Nagren are a lot more supportive now. Yang as well, a lot more central, kind of pressing on. They play over the press, and Elijah Just is trying to get behind AJ. It's not happening. AJ keeps the ball, plays it to McGregor. McGregor plays it to Scales. There is Motherwell players pressing, about 4 of them. We've played around them all. Tierney gets it to the halfway line, plays it into Tuneki. Tuneki back to Scales on the first time wall pass. And then Scales, McGregor to Nagren, down in this position again. And Nagren's passing it to Trusty. Trusty to Yang. Yang to AJ. AJ back to Yang in the middle of the pitch, driving forward here. Yang turns back on himself here, and he slips. Longello picks up the ball, gives it to Slattery. They play a 1-2 with each other. McGregor comes over to win the ball, and it's a free kick to Motherwell because why not? Free kick's taken. Contrumbus to Watt. Watt all the way out to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's carrying over the halfway line here, plays it forward to this will probably be Sparrow. Sparrow comes inside. He's got Fadinger with him. Fadinger to Watt. Into, oh, by the way, Scales well cut out there. And Engels has to step across, but misses out to Fadinger. Fadinger out to Ibrahim Said down the right-hand side. Sparrow on the overlap, crosses it in. Scales hooks a clearance at it, but it's a bit of a bad touch. Doesn't get cleared very well at all. Ultimately comes to another long shot from Motherwell, which has no sting in it, and Sinisalo grabs with ease. 53 minutes and 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds on the clock here. And we're playing forward. Nagren and Yang linking up well. Nagren crosses the halfway line, scoops a long ball out to the left here for Tuneki. Tuneki chests it down. He's got the man on the dribble. He gets round one. Second man takes it off his pocket. First man has it back. He plays it to the centre back, and Tuneki's kind of chasing nobody now. Daizen Maeda's got 3 guys playing the ball around him now. They move from left to right or right to left in their case. Longello's on the ball now. Yang and McGregor kind of half on the press. Nagren and Engels and the Tuneki showing face here now as well. There's 6 players in the Motherwell half. We've got 8 players now with Alistair Johnson joining now, or 7, sorry, up in their half. They're going to try and play out. Over to the right, look at this. Into the right back area for Sparrow. The big exit on the switch. Took them 2 passes to do that rather than 1. He underlaps with number 8. Slattery to Ibrahim Said on the right wing for them. Scales taken out of position. The ball comes inside. That's going to be a penalty, I think. Slattery drove into the middle of the pitch, into this area here. Tried to cut back or something, and it looked like his feet were taken from under him. I'd be so surprised. If it's a dive, it's a booking. Motherwell play out from the back and scoop it long. Sinisalo, easy ball. Motherwell are still appealing for this penalty. Let's see the replay. I don't know. I'm not sure if we've had a break in play or not, but the play's still going on. It goes out for a throw in now. So if there wasn't a VAR check, there will be one now. No VAR check. I don't know about that. Not sure it's a foul. Rod Stewart sitting with the board. Shoulder to shoulder there with Chris Mackay. We've got a throw in the left back area. Tierney chucks it up long. Bit of heady tennis. Motherwell in a wee bit of possession in our half, trying to knock it over us. Scales wins it, gives it to McGregor. McGregor to Tierney. Tierney up the line here. Maeda's got to press it. Maeda is activated on the press on O'Donnell. O'Donnell finds Katrumbis. Yang presses him. Goes to Fadinger, but Nagren can't quite win it. It goes into midfield, but McGregor wins it. McGregor slides it out the left to Taneke. Taneke is on the front foot, driving towards goal. Inside for Nagren. And the defender just gets there before him and snuffs it out. But that tackle kind of goes up the pitch to the halfway line. Engels snuffs out their counter-attack. AJ into McGregor. And everything's kind of stopped now. People aren't moving. McGregor goes AJ. AJ goes Nagren. Nagren's on the edge of the box. Plays out wide to Yang. Yang now crosses in. And it goes out for a throw-in. Nagren and Yang exchanging passes. Nagren's in a decent wee position. Where am I with my dots and stuff? Nagren's out here. We've found Scales now in this type of position. We've really got them in their own half now. Engels is driving through the middle of the pitch here. Nagren taking the ball off him in this kind of area here. Nagren's now driven into the edge of the box. Slides it between the lines. Engels has carried his run onto the box. It comes to Yang. Yang plays it to Nagren, edge of the box. Nagren shoots! Nagren scores! What an absolute beauty, Ben! Nagren, that's why you keep him on. That's why you keep him on. And the boys are back in front. Ben Nagren, hands behind the ears. He knows the script. He knows what you were saying in the live chat. If you've not done it already, smash the like button. The boys are 2-1 up. 57 minutes, and Nagren's like, come on, boys, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. You keep him in the final third. You give him a bit of space. He's trying to thread the eye of the needle there with him and Engels. It's not quite worked. Comes to the edge of the box. Motherwell, for the first time, don't immediately shut him down. He gets 2 touches of the ball, one to control, one to shoot, and the goalkeeper's got no chance there. Back of the net. Perler. The ball doesn't even swerve or swivel or swazzle or anything. I'm telling you guys, he's just been too deep. You keep him in the final third. Call their bluff. Don't let them flood bodies and you just retreat and defend in numbers. You need to call a bit of bluff here. 2-1 to the boys. Maeda's just smashed Fadinger. Kind of for no reason. I say kind of, he didn't really, he kind of like bumped into him and he's trying to press from kickoff. And Fadinger's went down like a football player, I guess. Yeah, Fadinger's tried to like block him and then like dived pure terribly, man. And they've got a free kick for it. That's just stupid. I did say at first half, Motherwell were playing a high energy, a very expensive game, very taxing affair. I don't think there's any sign of them wilting just yet, but they've certainly not maintained that top level. They're trying to charge down our right-hand side, but Taneki's looking possessed here, wins the ball back with Arnie Engels. It's with Scales. We're back in our own box. Motherwell they've still got 5, 6, 7 guys in and around that final third, but we exit. We go long, and we have Daizen and Yang on the halfway line. It's 3v2. Daizen comes out with it. Daizen's asking for a throw-in, but Beaton's running around shaking his finger at Daizen. Like, don't even ask for that. And now they're diving whenever Daizen touches them. Katrumbis goes down saying Daizen kicked him. And the ball's with Longello. And Yang was pressing him about to win it back. Daizen, keep the cool, keep the focus. Don't take the bites. I don't even think he's done anything there. Yeah. He's bought it. He's left his leg out there, if anything. Can't seem to get enough of you. I'd love to be there the night, man. This would be wild. Motherwell fans look kind of happy as well. They've still got their flares on and everything. They're playing out from the back, living very dangerously. We've got 6 guys on the press here. Elijah just cannot get around Callum McGregor tonight. McGregor, right through 3 of them, opened up all sorts of space, middle of the pitch, comes out the centre circle still with the ball, plays into Daizen. Daizen flicks it back from McGregor. McGregor drives into the box. Nagren on the overlap. It's a bad ball, to be honest with you, but Nagren kind of keeps it, gives it to Yang. A wee bit of the press. We're in the box, but and still committing numbers forward. Motherwell retreated with their whole team. Nagren kind of dances around 3 guys, goes nowhere, loses the ball, and Elijah Just is going to try and escape, but he can't get away from Yang and Trusty, and between the 2 of them, they win the ball, but the ref is going to give Motherwell a free kick because why not? It's that is kind of a free kick when you see the replay, to be honest with you, but 2 players sandwich them. There's not really much contact with the ball. It's all about kind of shuffling, pushing and stuff, wrestling, shoulder to shoulder stuff. It's a bit of a free kick, isn't it? Motherwell, good tempo from the free kick here. They're definitely not giving up here. Elijah Just plays a nice ball to nobody. It goes through to Sinisalo. And we're going to take a wee bit of the sting out of it here for a minute. So don't hang on to that ball for too long, Sinisalo. I would not rule out the 6-second rule being applied here. Oh, the ball's down on the ground now. Good move, Sinisalo. Would not trust them at all with anything, by the way. Long ball from Sinisalo. Yang's playing centre forward alongside Taneke more so now. The front 3 is really narrow now. The ball comes into midfield. Nagren wins it. Plays it to Taneke on the right-hand side now. Doubling up on one side with Yang, but Yang can't quite get there before Katrumbis. The ball goes back to O'Donnell. And Motherwell get 3 guys in at centre-back, essentially. Elliot Watt's going to stroll out with the ball. Plays it into the right-back area to Sparrow. Sparrow in this type of area here. Motherwell struggling to get out their own half now. We're fighting fire with fire, guys. I did tell you, a tweak at half-time was not to be written off. And to big effect, by the way. To big effect. Motherwell's, Martin Eels going nuts at the linesman. That's our ball. That's our ball. It's a Motherwell throw. But, by the way, great tweak at half-time. Whatever it was, hard to say in the moment here, but it feels like the gambit element of what I wanted at half-time is what's kind of happened here. Where, even now, yeah, we're still a bit deep. Daizen Yang still quite deep. Is anyone on the halfway line? No. Yeah, we're 2-1 up, so a wee bit of familiarity kind of wrestling back into the system here. The bench are discussing changes in tactics. We're in the 63rd minute and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds. Motherwell in possession, playing along their back, playing along the halfway line with their back line. Nagren very high up on the press with Yang and Maeda. They switch it from left to right. No big surprise there. Sparrow heads it inside of the pitch. Saeed loses out to Engels. Engels, 2 guys around him. Gets a free kick. No free kick, because why not? Ibrahim Saeed tries to play forward, scales, intercepts and clears. Elliot Watt heads the ball forward to keep the pressure on. Ibrahim Saeed brings it down and turns, has space to pick up his head and switch the ball from right to left. Longelo in the air with AJ, comes out second best. AJ brings the ball down, 2 headers, and it's on his feet. He's now travelling over the halfway line. Alistair Johnson about to get his skates on there. Is taken down by the defender. Referee says no free kick because why not? It's Celtic, isn't it? Somebody came along there on the right foot and scooped it back up the line to nobody. Katrumbis in the Motherwell defence now circulating the ball. Maeda, Nagren and Yang, the furthest 3 for Celtic. Let's try and reshape up a bit. It's a bit 4-4-2, I would say now. Nagren's still up here with these guys, but yeah, this is kind of, it feels like Yang and Daizen are a bit more on it with the front line. Long ball here. Taneke just misses out to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to the keeper, plays out from the back, goes into Fadinger. They're in their own box, playing dangerously here. Daizen and the boys are on the press. O'Donnell into Ward. Ward out to Katrumbis. Katrumbis is coming out. He's got 3 Celtic players around him, but he does have his left back who finds Longelo. 1-2. They play out that danger too easy, by the way. They get to the halfway line, and Maswanidi loses out to Trusty. Trusty's brought down, and that has to be a Celtic free kick. But no, it's a Motherwell free kick for Trusty winning the ball. Why not? It's a Motherwell free kick because why not? You know. Motherwell play out from the back. Honestly, Celtic cannot keep silent when the season's ended. There is such a firm body of evidence of cheating. How that's a foul to Motherwell there is wild. We need another goal. We need another goal. Watt steps through defences in the halfway line there, scoops out to Sparrow in the right back area. He's got the whole wing to himself, crosses it early. Tierney blocks it, comes back to Slattery. He gets the second cross into the back post. Sinisalo just comes out and gets two of those big keeper hands on the ball. You know the way when they just grab it? They just take it out of the sky and they hold on to it. Gives us one of them. 2-1 to the boys at 66 minutes. We're playing back into the goalkeeper here. Sinisalo hits one long and curly. Yang gets a head on it to keep it in. I found that surprising, but nobody's there. Katrumbis gets the ball, plays it forward to Just. Just turns out before McGregor can press him. And Longelo versus AJ. AJ wins again. Yang comes out with the ball, drives in centrally, plays it to Taneki. Taneki's immediately got pressure on him. Should be winning a free kick there, and he does. Good from Taneki. Like I say, I don't think Taneki was bad in the first half. I just think everyone was too by themselves. And yeah, he could have done more. Everyone could have done more in the first half, but I think it was just more Motherwell or too hard to deal with. Whatever we've spoke about at halftime, whatever we've done at halftime has worked an absolute treat. Right now, it looks like actually Nagren and Engels is like the centre mids, the way things are shaped up right now. Motherwell have got a throw in this area here. They're throwing it right over the halfway line, but Scales heads it forward or keeps it in their half. Saeed is the first one to the ball, gets by Tierney, drives in some space, plays a ball in behind the defence from Maswanidi. He's in a really tight angle over here. Celtic have got 6-7 defenders back very quickly in front of the ball, just around the edge of the play here for number 8. And number 8 from here pangs it over into the car park from Slattery. No subs on yet, Mackenzie. No subs on yet. First sub for Motherwell. Number 8 for Regan Charles Cook. Callum Slattery for Regan Charles Cook. Feels like an attacking move, if you ask me. Because he has a striker. Maybe plays in one of these wide areas, but is not an attacking mid. Maybe Just is going to drop in. Maybe there's a wee bit something like this. Maybe that happens. Just can play in this kind of central off the striker area. Maybe something like this that happens. So Regan Charles Cook's come on and directed them a wee bit. Ball goes from Sinisalo to Scales. Scales goes long, by the way. It's a 2v2 back there. Yang comes out with the ball, dribbles by one, cuts inside for Taneki. Taneki dribbles the guy, cuts it back for the tap-in, but Motherwell intercept it and clear it. That could have been it, guys. That could have been it. Scales wins the header on the halfway line to keep the pressure on. Goes out for a Motherwell throw. Tierney can't quite get there. Regan Charles Cook on the right of the pitch. So I think it's maybe a bit like this now. Subs now, triple sub. Hatate, Iheanacho, and Ralston first to come on. So this is legs for sure. Nagren. Well done, Ben Nagren. Nagren for Hatate. Ralston for AJ. And Iheanacho for Taneki, probably. Yeah, Taneki's off. Nice subs. Nice subs. It'll be interesting to see what Hatate does. I think Hatate is going to be up with Iheanacho and do a lot of his running with him. Hatate is giving McGregor a wee bit of paper. McGregor's got his instructions and off he goes. Let's put the wee instructions down his shorts so nobody else can read it. Hatate is up there with Iheanacho, very much a kind of front two. Hatate joining that press support shape that he always does well in. Hatate goal, some of you said it off the bench. McGregor is very high on the press as well, by the way. Good to see from McGregor. Motherwell play over the top. Try and get behind Ralston now with Maswanidi. Ralston strong in the aerial challenge. It gets to the foot race before Maswanidi. Keeps the ball in. Yang keeps the ball in. Has Longello right up his Jaxie. Plays it back to Ralston and he scoops it out. The ball did stay in there, but I would not be surprised if they gave a throw in. They haven't. They win the header on the halfway line. Iheanacho second to it, but Iheanacho wins the ball back off of Elliot Watt, who was kind of dawdling on the ball. Hatate to Engels. Engels to Scales. Scales to Hatate. Crossing the halfway line. Hatate slaps it into the path for Daizen Maeda. Down the left wing. And that cross is a cross that only Daizen Maeda could make. And you can just imagine what happened. It's a Motherwell throw in on the other side of the pitch. Oh, if you don't laugh, you cry about those ones. Only across the Daizen can make that one. Motherwell play their throw in their left corner, the left back corner. Go long. Scales heads it up to keep the pressure on. Engels brings it down. Engels, Ralston, Trusty. Trusty, Scales. We're running across the halfway line now. I think if I can maybe just drag and move them all up a bit. It's a bit more like this now. Engels and Ralston. Engels is a bit more kind of right back, kind of off the ball. Moving back into the middle of the pitch here with McGregor deeper now. Hatate is rotated into this kind of deeper area. Daizen's on the ball now. Daizen has Engels now coming through and taking the ball forward for him. Tierney's up here on the overlap type position. Tierney and Engels on the left side of the pitch with Hatate. And then back to Scales. Again, we've got 4 guys out in this wide area here. And this is where McGregor comes in to switch the point of attack. He goes to Trusty. Trusty to Ralston. Ralston to Yang. Too many passes to find Yang, really. Back to Ralston, back to Trusty. Again, too many passes to go left. Rio picks it up in this area here. Rio to Engels. Rio and Engels exchange some passes, and that's a Motherwell free kick because why not? The commentators even joking that they knew that would be a Motherwell free kick. Get Jamesy on. I'm at 72 minutes and 45 seconds. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. For all you that are joining us live and loud, smash the like button. You are the digital terrace. We are the digital away end. Get the chance going, get the tifos out, smash the like button. The more likes we get on these watch-alongs, generally the more luck we get. By the way, break of play, Maswanidi. Oh, even Iheanacho. Has he done it? Oh, my God. They had a corner. Something was happening there. They came out dead deep in our defensive half, almost the halfway line for Elliot Watt, who scuffed it. Yeah, it was their corner, cleared to the edge of the bottom, almost the halfway line. Elliot Watt totally flaps his lines. The keeper's miles off his line. Iheanacho shot from the halfway line, but it's he's no Kenny McLean, to put it like that. And doesn't go anywhere near on target. But nice vision there. Motherwell come out from their goal kick. They're playing out from the back. And yeah, it's very 4-4-2 from us. Iheanacho and Hatate, more like a front two than anything else here. Engels and McGregor, a pair again. And also we've got Daizen and Yang running the wings. And Daizen's coming right back to cover left back. It's very much left mid, right mid stuff. No wing. It's not like left wing, like right wing anymore. And Longello much deeper in the game, struggling to get out. Katrumbis actually underlapping him there into the left back area. I wonder if they've made a swap and we've not noticed it. Longello centre back, Katrumbis left back. Wouldn't rule it out. Maswanidi is very much the left-sided attacker of the 4 now. We're playing around the back here. Trusty's went Sinisalo. They're pressing with 3. We go out to Scales. Scales breaks the lines for Maeda. Maeda takes a touch and control and play it for Hatate. Hatate scoops it up for Iheanacho. Iheanacho drops it back for Hatate. We're running forward with numbers, by the way. We have space to attack. Engels rakes the ball out to the right wing, but just not enough sozzle on it. And it goes forward to Maswanidi, and Trusty basically takes the possession off him, and Engels cleans it up. How they didn't get a free kick for that, I've got no idea, but they've been getting a free kick for bloody everything else, it feels like. Scales into Hatate. Hatate to Tierney. And you can feel a wee bit of urgency's left Celtic here. We're quite happy to knock the ball around the back a little bit. Motherwell are pressing us. Maswanidi, Said, and Just are looking much more like this in the press, like a little trifecta. Oh, we've turned it around. Iheanacho into the pocket, plays Daizen into space, but Sparrow with a tackle and plays it to Regan Charles Cook. It's just kind of around the wing here. Who's Yang and Iheanacho on the press. they've kind of played around us. They're in the left back area now. And Watt and Fadinger playing some 1-2s around Iheanacho. The ball's in this zone here now with Watt. Watt scoops it out to the right wing. Sparrow knocks it on for Regan Charles-Cook. Regan Charles-Cook's got Scales in front of him. He cuts it back for number 7. Doesn't quite get it. Elijah just picks it up, twists and turns around the box. He's got a bit of an acre to turn there. And offside goes. Chris Sutton's telling us that KT's went down. Yeah, Regan Charles-Cook offsides in that build-up play there. Can we take Tierney off for Sirachi now? We need Tierney for the weekend, I think. Call me. I think there's a game on this weekend we kind of need to win, you know? Forrest is stripped. That might change, though. Forrest isn't sure now. Yang looks a wee bit cream crackered. It looks like he's maybe going to be coming off. We do have 2 subs left. I know it's a bit jailbait. Making all 5 subs with 15 minutes to go, but Yang for Jimmy, Sinachi for Tierney. Yeah, they're both happening. Get it done. Get it done. That's it. Forrest is giving Engels some suggestions. And then Maloney's telling Forrest, don't say that. I'll tell him what to do. And then Maloney's telling him some stuff. But yeah, Yang for Forrest. And Tierney for Sirachi confirmed. He's got a wee limp. Let's hope he's all right. Come on, Sirachi. Come on, Marcello. Oh, I think a lot of these 3-1 shouts, I'm optimistic we get them. Okay, the ball's back in play. 78 minutes and 15, 16, 17 seconds. Can play left wing back, left back, and CB, it seems. Mate, I don't jinx anything, Harves. I'm not a jinx. I touch wood. I'm not a jinx. I'm a good luck guy. 3 points ahead, and I'm confident we beat Hearts. Oof, 3 points here. Yeah. I'm still behind the couch, Harves. I don't blame you, mate. If I wasn't doing this, I'd be behind the couch too, probably. Motherwell playing out from the back. McGregor's doing well to keep the pressure on Said. He's still got the ball, though. And now we're kind of facing up and kind of pressing them. They're struggling to get over the halfway line, but they've got their whole team in our half, but the ball will not go through the halfway line. Iheanacho and Rio and Maeda on a bit of a press for the back 4. They play it into Just, but he plays it back. And yeah, like this might just peter out the last 10 minutes. Like we're still eager, but let's see with the new players on if a wee bit of energy gets injected into the team. But Motherwell have lost a lot from the first half, a lot of steam. We are winning. So we've lost a wee bit of like, we need to fight to get in the game. We've won, or we are winning the game. Oh no, one guy skips by a few into the box, cuts it back. Ralston, what a clearance there. Doesn't go far enough, but long shot deflected again off the crossbar. And Maswanidi has an empty net. And Sinisalo reacts super quick and just boom, those hands. Oh my God, heart and mouth moment there, guys. Casper would never. Oh, by the way, again, another one of those jammy deflected shots off the crossbar, by the way. And Maswanidi with an empty net gives it to the keeper. We've went long, and they're going to collect it from their defence. Iheanacho's on the press. Ward's got the ball. The goalkeeper, he kicks it long to the halfway line. Regan Charles-Cook flicks it on for Said. Said flicks it back on for Regan Charles-Cook. He's behind the defence. He's got Trusty pressing him. Trusty comes over and shuts that down in this type of area here. Bit of a tight angle for the shot, and it's a corner for Motherwell. Sam Nicholson, somebody else. Gordon. Katrumbis has came off. Ibrahim Saeed is coming off. I like that Ibrahim Saeed, by the way. I think he's a good player. So Gordon comes into defence. And Sam Nicholson comes in. Sam Nicholson normally a right mid. It'll be interesting to see where he fits in. Big corner sent in. Trusty with a header. Gets to the edge of the box. Forrest and someone contest it in the air. Only gets to Scales. Scales heads it out. Iheanacho almost sets the counter attack off, but Elliot Watt gets there first, brings the ball down, plays it to Sparrow in the right back area. Everyone is still in our half. Elijah Just going down the right wing here now. Plays into Regan Charles Cook. Regan Charles Cook back into Elijah Just. Hatate with the block. Edge of the box goes back to Elliot Watt. They recycle it back to the right wing. Elliot Watt gets it back, swings it across, and Hatate with the header away. Iheanacho and Hatate pressing the service essentially from Motherwell. It's not really a defence anymore, so they're so high in our half. Motherwell got their whole team in our half. They're swarming in numbers. They're passing and moving, coming and going. It's hard to keep a hold of them. McGregor and Hatate conspire to win the ball back. And Regan Charles Cook with a big challenge there, but Scales gets through it. Forrest has the ball, dribbles through space to Iheanacho. Iheanacho back to Hatate. And there's a bit of space for us. Motherwell have retreated. And we've got time and space with McGregor, Sriracha, Scales to pass the ball around and invite some pressure on them to try and play some space if they... Yeah, Sriracha's doing quite well in the left back area. He's got two guys around him, finds the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper goes long. And it's brought down to Forrest. Forrest into Engels. Engels back to Ralston. Ralston with a big one up. 1v1 here. Iheanacho and O'Donnell. O'Donnell heads it into an area, but only as far as Hatate. Hatate fires it into Iheanacho. And Iheanacho goes round the defender, is brought down. It should be a booking. Oh no, it's free kick Motherwell? Because why not? Wow. Maybe offside. But yeah, free kick Motherwell, because why not? Fadinger on the ball, plays it out to the right back. Again, we've got everyone back in our own half. Iheanacho is just coming back into frame. He's the highest player on the pitch for us, and he's like 25 yards from goal, maybe 30. Everyone's on their heels. Everyone's looking at the ball. Scales, a few guys are scanning for markers and runners, but Regan Charles Cook on the edge of play. I've got to put the ratings back on screen for a minute. Comes to Elijah Just, edge of the box. What a save from Sinisalo. And a nice bit of defensive dirty work there from Ralston. Just cleared it out there. Nice shot from Elijah Just. Probably Motherwell's nicest shot of the game, but not enough to trouble the keeper there. And it's back inside for Elijah Just again. Scoops across in. Sriracha will deal with that comfortably. Comes to Hatate. He looks to head it on. But again, Elliot Watt is just there. Always gets a foot on the ball. Moves it to Fadinger. Fadinger is found. Sam Nicholson, that'll be. Into the middle. Trusty heads it down. Comes to Maswanidi. Scales with the block. Comes back to Maswanidi. Trusty and Sinisalo, both between them, kind of block it. But it comes back to Gordon. And it's 2-2. And he's celebrating like he knows some handshakes, that guy. "84 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. It's 2-2. Not a lot of the Motherwell support are actually cheering. Just for what it's worth, by the way. And again, it comes from that Nicholson cross on the right wing. Trusty heads it down. Maswanidi gets one chance. Scales blocks it. Gets another. Sinisalo saves it. But then Gordon, just a defender that was left up there, is still just standing loose, being a nuisance. The ball drops to him and he just finds the back of the net. Easy enough. That's what it is, man, with those ones. James Forrest down the right-hand side here, gets by one. Longello closes him down. Celtic corner. 85 minutes and 20 seconds. Still plenty of time, guys. Still plenty of time. I can see the chat's melting. I can see the chat's melting a bit. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time. 85.5 minutes. It was never going to be a quiet inning. Say that again. Commentator. Corner goes in. It's clear to the edge of the box. Sirachi, second chance, goes back to Nagren. Left-footed cross. That's weird. Doesn't go far enough. Comes back out. Sirachi's on the halfway line. Goes all the way out to the left-hand side for Hatate. Hatate in the left wing position, essentially. Goes into McGregor. And Hatate points to McGregor and tells him where to pass. Ralston and McGregor exchanging passes on the halfway line. And then McGregor points to Hatate and tells him where to pass. But Hatate ignores him. McGregor passes to Ralston, and then McGregor points to Ralston, tells him what to do. It goes out to Forrest. Forrest has got two guys on him in the right wing area. If anyone can do it, it's wee Jimmy. Wee Jimmy gets round and buys some space. Forrest in the Ralston on the underlap. Cross is okay, but it's kind of rubbish as well. It kind of goes nowhere. Too high. Good purchase on it. Had some space there. Hatate and Regan Charles Cook are going to contest the ball to the touch line. It goes for a Motherwell throw in. Approaching the 87th minute, we've used all of our subs. Motherwell going to make a double change here. I think Priestman's one of the guys. Probably Hendry, the other one. Elijah just coming off. The thing with goal difference, Glaswegian, is as we score, it takes ones off Hearts as well. So the goal difference might be 6, but you only need to score 3 because yours improves by 3, theirs gets worse by 3. So Priestman and 66. And it's Callum Hendry, yeah, 66. So Priestman and Hendry just came off, and I'm not sure who the other one was. Just came off. And who else? I don't know who else just came off yet. Maybe Maswanidi. Yeah, it's Maswanidi. Right, we're moving down the left-hand side. Scales into Sirachi. Sirachi crosses from deep. It's a bad ball. 88 minutes, almost 89 minutes. We're going to get no added time here as well. Hearts are at 3-0. Yeah. So it's a 3-0 win. We need it at the weekend as it stands. If we win 3-0, then we win on goals scored. Or goal difference as well, but it'll go down to goals scored once we match them on goal difference. Motherwell, the kingmakers so far, deciding the fate of the title themselves. Trusty wins a header in the middle of the pitch, but Motherwell pick it up. It's on the right-hand side now with Regan Charles Cook into Sparrow, into Watt. Watt chips it over the back line here. They've found that left back pocket vacant. They've knocked it inside, but Scales gets it clear. Hatate flicks it on for Iheanacho. Iheanacho holds up the ball, is brought down. It's going to be a free kick to Motherwell, because why not? No, I'm only joking. Free kick to Celtic. And someone's got booked. I don't know who. Just kind of showed a yellow card. Didn't even know who got it. Free kick's been played. Ralston's got it in the right back area. 5 minutes added on. Trusty for Scales. We've attacked right down the left-hand side here, but we've lost the ball now and it's been turned over. They're turning and running at us. Sparrow plays in Regan Charles Cook, but between Sirachi and Scales, they've got that covered. Is it a free kick or something? Yellow card to Scales. Motherwell free kick, because why not? Oh, is that kind of pushing the build up, was it? 91 minutes in, 4 minutes to go of added time. Yeah, Motherwell got a free kick, because why not? Iheanacho's talking to the ref like he's supposed to care. Iheanacho, it's John Beaton. Has nobody told Iheanacho the script here? Has he not been watching the game? We've had nothing, mate. Motherwell have got it in their corner. They're not even trying to kill time. They're just trying to suck us in there and then play through us. They buy a throw in. Now, guys, do you remember my prediction when we did the split fixtures? Will the board make magnificent moves this summer? I highly doubt it, mate. Just no form for it. Surely they wake up to reality here. They're acting. This guy's acting like he's been shot in the ankle. Elliot Watt. Ralston's crunched him. Elliot Watt's not happy with him. Giving him a big mouthful back. Let's see it again. It was actually Iheanacho that fouled him. Don't know why we're seeing so many replays of this. Like, it's a big deal. It's a 50-50. They both went to hit the ball. He's come out second best. And then Elliot Watt's kicked Ralston. That's a red card. Kinda. I don't care. But we're playing out from the back. Scales has been mugged off here. Regan Charles Cook's taking it off him. Regan Charles Cook cuts it back. Oh, it's a terrible pass. We've got like half our team in the box here scrambling to defend. After just a bit of calamity here. We've got the whole team back defending. Motherwell've got the whole team attacking all of a sudden. And it's going to go out for a goal kick. Come on, man. Come on, boys. 93 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Go get the win, lads. Kick out ignored is mental, innit? Long ball. If that's a Celtic player, it's a red card. Iheanacho flicks it on to nobody. O'Donnell scoops it forward to nobody. Ralston keeps it up for us, but it's going to go out for a Motherwell throw in. Come on, Celtic. We're at 84, guys. We need to get to 88. Get us to 88 likes. That's what we need. Come on. Come on, come on. 1 minute 15 to go. The ball's kind of bouncing around everywhere. We get a handball there, do we? Just about. Final push. Final push. You've got to feel. Final push. We go long, but it's went back to the halfway line. Scales is up there. Trusty's deep. Trusty goes long to nobody. Scales is like in left wing. Ball's bouncing about. Maeda knocks it forward for Iheanacho. Iheanacho on the last man takes a touch to spin, but can't keep it in his body. It's just a bit too much movement. O'Donnell gets there and clears it. It's down the right-hand side here where Ralston's throw in. Right high. Ralston's going to throw this in like a corner. I can't even see him. He's out of frame. He comes in, chucks it in. Oh, penalty. Go on, man. 50-50 chance here. Trusty's been down holding his face. Go on, give us a penalty, man. Far. Let's see it. Nah. They're going to get a penalty for that. Yeah, good. John Beaton's been told to delay. Oh, come on. Come on, VAR. I don't think you're going to get a pen for it, to be honest with you, but you might. You might. So let's see. He goes up. It is like elbowed in the head, but Yeah, I don't think he's too sure, but it is a fit. Like he jumps backwards, the guy, and does that and headers it. And I don't know if there's a relative expectation. Or is it handball they're looking for? Oh, is it maybe a handball? It could be, by the way. I'm not I don't think the elbow thing's going to get us a penalty. But if there's a handball, then yeah, that's a penalty. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is it going to be a penalty? Is it going to be a handball penalty at the end? VAR to save the day for the boys. Oh my God. The VAR check is in full effect here. Beaton's been told to go to the screen. Now, listen. We had a referee go to the screen for the first time ever in the history of Scottish football and stay with their original decision. So Beaton has precedent he can follow here, which we don't want to see in here. That is a handball. It's a big chant of cheat in the ground. I'm guessing that's from the... It is a handball. It's a handball. It is a handball. Penalty. 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 Penalty! Oh, who's on it? Who's on it? Oh my God. Arnie Pengels? Arnie Pengels, anyone? Arnie Pengels? Don't give it to Daizen. Don't give it to Hatate. I don't mind Hatate, actually. But Pengels, come on, man. We need Pengels to show up. Scales is holding the ball. I hope this... Oh, Scales is holding the ball. Standing over the spot. I really just hope he's like protecting it for the taker, whoever it's going to be. Iheanacho. Trusty's getting booked because why not? Iheanacho. Scales just protecting the penalty spot, protecting the ball. Iheanacho. Here we go. Standing over the ball. Kelechi Iheanacho. Come on, big man. Cool, calm, and collected. This is what you get paid the money for, son. Stay fit and stay with us. Take us to the title, big man. You can do it. He's not done much today. He's not done much since he's been here. But in front of goal, he has been lethal. Iheanacho, left-footed starter penalty, sends the keeper the wrong way, sits him down, takes his shirt off, and celebrates to the crowd, holding the shirt aloft. The fans are on the pitch celebrating with him. Celtic 3, Motherwell 2. It's got to be the last kick of the game. Minor pitch invasion kind of thing happening here. Joys of celebration. Everyone's cheering. 3-2 Celtic. We've just about done it at the end. And guys are on the pitch, man. Come on. Don't go too far on the pitch. Come on, lads. That's it. Back in your seats. Some Celtic fans are doing the... I think that's Trusty, by the way. It might be Iheanacho. But a few of them are getting right involved in the celebrations. I think it is Trusty. Has a full-time whistle been given? Kasper Schmeichel's there with Iheanacho. Thank God, mate. You've bailed me out big time. Oh, guys, 3-2. Not quite 3-1. Iheanacho saying, keep me. Sign me, Celtic. Sign me. Holding the shirt up again. And that's brilliant, by the way. Oh, thank God for that, by the way. What a handball. What a handball. Yeah, get back in your seats, boys. Oh, amazing. Oh, buzzing, man. Can't believe that's real. Is it full time yet? Yeah, it's full time. Martin O'Neill's on the pitch. Yeah, full time whistle has went. Cool. John Beaton didn't know what to do. Kick off again, did he? Yes! Come on, Hearts! Hand of God. Hand of God. You heard it here first. Hand of God for sure. Oh, brilliant, guys. Brilliant. What a match. I don't even know what to say about that, to be honest with you. It was... I got nervous for the last 5-10 minutes. Like, a draw wasn't comfortable, but we were still went into the last game with it to play for. Huge moment. 99th minute penalty for Iheanacho. 3-2 in the end. Oh, guys, we've done it. We have won. We have won. Let's go and have a look at the table. Hearts won. What was their final score in the end? Hearts won 3-0. We won 3-2. Hibs won 2-1. Ah! Hibs won 2-1. When did they score? They scored in the 89th minute. Oh, the celebrations look brilliant. I can't quite believe how it happened like that. We're 1 point behind Hearts. It's the weekend. It's Celtic at home to Hearts. Win and win. Don't win and don't win. That's kind of the script now, isn't it? Carter Vickers is there. Everyone's buzzing. What a huge game, by the way. Huge. Ben, the boy Nagren with a wonder goal. Daizen with the steel, the metal goal. And then Iheanacho with a little clutch moment. Elliot Watt's over applauding the Motherwell fans. What a night, by the way. What a night. We're going to do it, boys. We are going to do it. Hand of God coming into effect for us here. Oh, guys, it was a topsy-turvy game. For any of you that are maybe just catching us now, it was a very tight affair. It was a very well-contested match from start to finish. Make no mistake about it. But this was a football match. The referee gave absolutely nothing for Celtic and gave Motherwell free kicks because why not? You know, it was kind of the story of the match for the most part. But it was a football match and it went end to end. In the first half, we didn't look up to speed with Motherwell. You know, football-wise, Motherwell took us to the cleaners in many ways in the first half. But I don't think we played bad first half. I think we just struggled with them. At halftime, don't even know what happened. But Hearts players don't even know. Or Hearts players even know. Or really, do they look bummed out that we won at the end? This is like the Man United, Man City, Aguero moment almost, isn't it? Man United fans think, oh yeah, we've won the league. Yeah, they're all, oh yeah, Hearts fans, they all look sad because they didn't win the title tonight. And they're all saying we need one more point. But this is like Man United on the pitch when they find out about Aguero. They look sad, man. Those fans, they are like, oh man, we need to go to paradise and not lose. They don't look that happy or confident. Craig Gordon's on the pitch with his babies and stuff. Like, they really got ahead of themselves for a minute there, didn't they? They really got ahead of themselves for a minute. Craig Gordon's whipping out the wains and everything, getting on the pitch, ready for his interview. Big Craig Gordon. Yeah, bubble burst. But the Hearts fans all look sad. They all look so sad. Oh, they kind of know. Shanklin's still on the pitch with his wains as well. Like, yeah, they've done great, man. Fair enough, right? But they've jumped the shark here, bringing wains onto the pitch and families and all that. Like, they have got ahead of themselves here. They've done their business tonight. They won 3-0, but they have got ahead of themselves. And fair enough, you do want to think about could they have won it at home and whatever, right? Maybe make arrangements for it of some sort, but they've got ahead of themselves for me. We've already won at the weekend. Great game, well contested. Hard to be upset with, like, oh, Gordon's goal. It's like, hey, man, guy's in the right position, ball falls to him. Elliot Watt's goal, it's kind of crap, isn't it? But champions never lie down, Brown Warrior. This is always going to be about bottle. It was always going to be about determination. It was always going to be about grit. It was always going to be about who wanted this title more. Clearly, Rangers didn't want it at all. But Celtic have been coming through absolutely perfect. We've won every game in the split so far. It continues on. The miracle run from Martin will not and cannot be stopped. Some of you are in the chat saying you're behind your couch and your heart can't take it. And I feel the same as well. But you know what? Celtic find a way. And one thing that makes Celtic Celtic is we score last-minute goals. We win games at the death. We never stop. We never give up. We push it all the way to the end. And that was ultimately the story of this game here, getting a goal in the 99th minute. And it really feels like we've taken some wind. We've taken some oxygen out of Tynecastle here. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the week, guys. It's going to be tense working into Saturday. Man of the matches and all that stuff. I really don't feel that passionately about any individual Celt tonight. I think everyone played kind of okay. I don't think anyone played badly. But I don't think anyone made the difference. I don't think anyone particularly stood above all else and looked the part more than anyone else. I would maybe look at the defense because they had a lot to do at times because midfield gave the ball away quite often. I would probably go McGregor was my favorite player in the game. So many times we had wee McGregor moments. I say so many, a good half a dozen, either on the ball or winning the ball back. Sam Nicholson, CSC, hand of God, Sam Nicholson. You've got to believe it. Give it to Nacho. Maradona moment in the end was the X factor. It could have been for sure. Fudge it, give Nacho another year. Yeah, terms need to be renegotiated because he's now more desperate than we are for the job, you know. Celtic are going to kill us all by the end, indeed. So yeah, guys, what a great night. Thanks to everyone that hung out for the watch along. For everyone that's here for a bit of post-match reaction. Motherwell, very good team. Asked a lot of difficult questions of us and brought a really high level of football to the occasion. We really struggled with them first half. And I don't know what tweaks we made. We kind of mainly looked 4-4-2 second half, but we got Maeda higher. We kept Nagren higher in the final third. And we called Motherwell's bluff, is how I see it. And it turned the tide for us where they didn't dominate the pitch everywhere. And we bridged that gap. Maybe the substitutions to the fullbacks took a wee bit of wind out of us, allowed them back in to make it 2-2 there. But again, I think game management was pretty sweet from the bench. And failing to pretty avoidable goals from Motherwell. A well-contested match. We got two open play goals in it. And another day, this is a 2-0 win to Celtic. I'm so glad that we've won it 3-2 because the way we've done it, also, you know, Rangers fans were getting, they typed out some tweets, hadn't they? They'd started to text some people in group chats, hadn't they? But no, delete that tweet, delete that message. You can't send it because we've won. And look at all these Hearts fans that are still on the telly. They know Motherwell almost won them the title, almost made them the kings, almost were the kingmakers. But Celtic, hand of God, Iheanacho last minute, take some of that oxygen out of Tynecastle. It's been a mad night, guys. I really appreciate everyone that's jumped in for the watch along tonight. If I ever say Nagren needs to come off, tell me to shut it. I will, don't worry. And Nagren, again, comes out of this game a hero, scores a world his first goal in a little while. But again, a great example of, you know, don't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. You know, Nagren building out from the back, getting deeper on the pitch is meh. You need them in the final third. All the trolls have vanished. Did we have trolls here tonight? Did we? Where are the trolls? Come back. Where are the trolls? Where are they? Where are they? Nagren deserves special mention. I think McGregor deserves special mention, led by example, Captain Supreme tonight. And there was good endeavour shown by everyone. But I think they're the two. Iheanacho, fine, whatever. Trusty. I think the defence was cool as well. Take a bow, lads. What a night. These medals will weigh the heaviest. It is win and win the league. It is don't lose or don't win and don't win. That's the way it goes for the weekend. Oh, that was tough. Good job, mate. Well done. Thank you very much, Pete. I'm glad everyone who enjoyed the watch along did. I'll have a wee edit of this out for the best bits. And I really appreciate everyone that hung out with us for the split watch along. We have one more leg to go. We'll be live on the channel Saturday to watch Celtic v Hearts. There'll be a ton of content. We have got the podcast will be out on Friday. We've got live tomorrow night with me and McBride Ace trying to preview the Hearts game. And then obviously we've got Saturday, the big one. Pathetic performance from Illustrious. I kind of get what you're saying there. Roger's shadow. But like, I don't think we were bad in the game. I think Motherwell were very good. And then we took a bit of time to get up to speed. And when we did get up to speed, I think we did well. But where's that Roger's shadow helping us out with his man? Also, Quinny, I don't even want Kelechi on the final day. I do remember saying that. I do remember. I don't even want him at this point. See, when that was when he was going to Mexico, wasn't it? I remember saying that. So receipts are on the internet, Plasma Bubble. Thanks for calling me on that one. But yeah, at that point, I meant it. I meant it. But now I'm so glad it didn't happen that way, of course. But yeah, absolute buzz. Absolute buzz, by the way. Oh, this is how it feels to be Celtic. I'm not going to sing the next verse. We'll wait for next week. But yeah, those jambos and those cream buns that might have been texting or might have been deleting tweets. If you go reply to a few of them, go, hey, quiet tonight, lads, quiet tonight, you know, one of those ones. But yeah, a lot of action coming up the next couple of days. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. It's going to be massive. Again, if you could, guys, smash the like button, hit subscribe for more. It goes a long, long way to supporting the channel. We're looking for 18,888 subscribers. Could we do that quick style? I would absolutely love it. And we'll talk about the game in more detail probably tomorrow, AJCS Tech. But yeah, yeah, you can see it all. I'll have a breakdown. I'll have a best bits of this going out as well, in case you missed it and you're after the reaction. But have a good one, everyone. Hail, hail, and moan the hoops. We're going to do it. Come on, Celtic!